Go ahead and take a deep breath in, hold that breath for a little bit, and then slowly breathe out. All right, wonderful. I love this breathing exercise. It's always a wonderful anchor. It helps to reduce stress, improve our wellness. It has many benefits, but you can open your eyes and now you can focus better and remember better. That was the reason why I wanted you guys to breathe. Always remember, breath is with us. The next day, maybe, if you could share with me, how many of us are feeling so stressed sometimes that it affects our quality of life? So yeah, I see quite a few of us raising hands. So yeah, stress is something that is prominent through skincare. Reduce stress and improve our wellness. As mentioned before, we are in a surge of stress, psychological stress. As a society, as culture, it's global. Actually, a recent 2024 Ipsos survey showed that 62% of adults experience significant amount of stress on a regular basis to such an extent that it impacts their quality of life. That's significant. And stress is what's defined as that intense pressure, that psychological burden, the way that we respond to it is so intense that we're not able to balance, cope, and sustain it. And it overflows as a negative impact on our health and the quality of our lives. It impacts our cardiovascular system, sleep, hormonal system, and everything else in our body, our overall well-being, including our skin. And our skin, the stress affects significantly. It's been linked to many inflammatory conditions, so it exacerbates acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, all of these different skin problems. And it also affects the aesthetics of the skin. Again, coming back to the beauty comforts. It's been shown to alter the appearance of the skin. When we are in chronic stress for a long period of time, so more than just seconds and hours, that is more of an acute stress, that's more of a survival response that we all need evolutionary. When it becomes chronic, then it's hours and days on end, and we cannot handle it anymore. That type of stress causes changes in our skin aesthetically. Well, by disrupting the skin barrier and hydration of the skin and the healing capacity of the skin, what it does is it causes changes that are unappealing. It causes our skin to get uneven tone and texture, blotchy, pigmentations, more dull, more dry, more rough in appearance. And that affects how we think and feel about ourselves. And it also accelerates the aging process. And our skin is the most apparent organ in our bodies that reflects the beauty and the health. It mirrors our inner balance, our inner beauty, and reflects it. Then we need to figure out how to resolve it, how to build that resilience and reduce the vulnerability of our skin. And the most important way that we can do that is understanding what are the culprits. So collectively, there's this important internal and external culprits that are detrimental for our skin. They're called exposome. And we are so adamant about sunscreen and sun protection. Pollution, tobacco, smoke, visible light, those are environmental culprits that damage the skin. And they're the most influential, they're number one. What we know now, based on significant scientific evidence, is that chronic psychological stress is number two. It's the second most influential cause of detriment to our skin. So there, again, there's a demand of figuring out how to resolve this issue because it's only growing, the amount of stress in our society. Before we understand how to resolve it, we'll dive deeper in understanding how the stress causes this problem in our skin and the rest of the body. And I know it's a complex slide, but stress starts in our brain, central nervous system. It outflows from there through neurotransmitters and then interconnects with our immune and hormonal system and converges in our skin and other end organs. In our skin, what's unique is it's not just a receptacle. It doesn't just receive the stress. It actually responds to the stress. It responds with its own neuroendocrine and immunological system. All the signals are happening in our skin. And what our skin does is it responds back to stress to the rest of the body and the brain. And it either could be a speaker and amplify those signals, and what happens then is that storm, that perfect storm of various signaling that becomes a vicious bidirectional skin stress loop cycle. That's when we see that exacerbation of acne and deterioration of the quality of the skin. Or if the state of the skin is actually in balance or it has resilience based on the kind of skincare you're using, or various mindful practices and lifestyle, it could say, wait a minute, we don't need to receive those stress signals in such intensity. We can orchestrate and fine-tune them and calm those signals, and therefore respond in a calming way. Send our own modulatory system out into the rest of the body and the brain and downregulate those symptoms. So the main takeaway is the skin doesn't just reflect stress, but it expresses stress. And it can affect not just itself, but the rest of the body and improve its well-being. One way you can do that is through holistic skincare. This is an emerging skincare category, cosmeceuticals. There are different names for them. Integrative skincare, functional skincare is also the similar type of terminology. But this skincare was created for practical purposes because now we understand that we are in an epidemic of stress. And because skincare is very popular, according to a recent survey globally, 46% are using a skincare product on a daily basis. And I'm pretty sure Gen Zs and Alphas are taking it even higher. So skincare is popular, we're doing it every day. And then wellness is something that people are seeking also commonly nowadays in order to reduce their stress, restore their wellness through mindful practices, exercise, and etc., other type of techniques. So if we combine wellness and skincare, what we get is that beautiful synergy, that holistic skincare that improves the skin quality, health and beauty, as well as reduce stress and improve wellness. So there are established categories of skincare. There's holistic already. Psychocosmetics focuses on how to improve the mood of someone applying the skincare product, improve the emotional well-being. The antioxidant barrier repair skincare helps to counteract those environmental oxidative damage type of stressors, such as UV damage, visible light, environmental influences. Neurocosmetics influences how the signals from the skin to the brain and the rest of the body are traveling and downregulates especially the neurogenic symptoms. Those like a stinging, burning, itching, discomfort of the skin. That's neurocosmetics. Somatic skincare reconnects our skin and mind connection. It helps us to reconnect with the sensorial pleasure of using the textural, beautiful products, helping to enjoy the aromatherapy of the skincare, the gua sha tool massage, really take pleasure in a mindful moment of skincare ritual. And then finally, adaptogenic skincare. Adaptogenic skincare taps into the power of adaptogens. And some of you might have heard of them, but it's a really novel, emerging, and scientifically validated cosmeceutical category where the botanicals such as mushrooms and herbs and plants that have been used in traditional medicines for thousands of years through Ayurvedic, traditional Chinese medicine, Eastern medicine, South American medicine, like guarana or like curcumin and gotu kola. These are all tapping into the power of how these various botanical can help our skin adapt to stress. So downregulate those signals to calm the skin, make it more beautiful, stronger, more resilient to chronic stress, and therefore also help to improve overall whole body wellness. Interesting categories of holistic skincare available. Here's an example of two really great skincare lines that I'm going to go over. They're examples of holistic skincare. One of them I really love, Topical Skin, because it is clean, it's ultraceutical, so it has all these powerful adaptogens and antioxidants. It is a proponent of reducing stress through somatic skincare. It has a brilliant founder, Miss Evelina Liosa, and Ayosa, she's here with us. And they do have an exhibit presence here. One of my favorite products that they have is the facial oil because of its luxurious texture, and it has that calming capacity for the skin. It has a glowing capacity for the skin, and also because it has that aromatherapy that is subtle but so satisfying, which is the like walking into a herbaceous garden. So I really would like you to give it a try, go visit their booth, and enjoy the wonderful holistic skincare that they have to offer, topical skin. Their neurocosmetic element is very unique too. They modulate the olfactory receptors that help with skin repair and healing of the skin. And the second example of holistic skincare line is Stamina Cosmetics, a disclosure, that's my own skincare line. And Stamina Cosmetics helps to enhance skin resilience, brilliance, and wellness overall. So it enhances skin stamina and mental stamina. And it also has various adaptogens. Not sure what happened to that image, but in that image I'm also holding one of the products. Skin barrier antioxidants, somatic skincare, the sensorial elements, neurocosmetic, and what's unique about Stamina, it has psychocosmetic elements. So I strongly believe in affirmations. They have psychological component and scientific basis. Affirmations is something that has been established when practiced on a daily basis, can strengthen your mental stamina, improve your self-perception. So all the products have on them these affirmations like "you got this" or "defy the odds," something that's strengthening. So I'm tapping into the power of habit stacking, where you practice a positive wellness habit like affirmations as you're using a skincare product when I create these products in order to boost the skin stamina and mental stamina. So as a parting gift for all of you in your swag bags, you can get a little bit of that teeny stamina miss goodness as a way to remind you to stay strong no matter what stress comes your way. Question: can holistic skincare reduce stress and improve wellness? So this is a study that was done in 2017, published, where they evaluated in 93 healthcare professionals, mostly nurses, that were under a lot of chronic psychological stress, how when introduced to a mindful skincare ritual for only 30 days, so cream that has aromatherapy and guided meditation technique, they were able to reduce their stress level, the cortisol levels in their body, and improve self-esteem and life satisfaction. So overall, these patients had improvement in their well-being that was sustainable way beyond the 30 days of usage of this skincare. So ultimately, hopefully we can see now that holistic cosmeceuticals is a paradigm shift. It's moving away from just seeing skincare as a reactive type of product, so just correcting a wrinkle or a spot, but something that's proactive, trying to reach to extend the time and radiance and beauty of our skin, the resilience of our skin. We call skin span. We also looking beyond just improving the skin itself, but working on how to improve overall wellness of our whole bodies in a holistic way, and changing the conversation of cosmeceutical from anti-aging to well-aging. So reframing skincare is not just a superficial beauty ritual, but something that is helpful as a daily de-stress ritual and a path to wellness. Thank you.